Hey guys, Subulicus here, and today I'm going out so I can go to London so I can go to VidCon. And I want to join me virtually. So come on guys, let's go. Just 3 more minutes, hopefully. Guys, look at that building. Oh, it's a hospital. I don't know what to do. Oh yeah. It says Victoria Station right there. That's a nice Victoria thing.
That's where we go.
Yeah, Victoria.
Look at that.
Awesome.
I think I went on my birthday. The first night I went on my birthday.
Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. We arrived, guys. Hey guys, we're back, and I'm happy to say that we're finally here. Welcome to XL1. Hey guys, just to tell you that is our hotel, the Ibis Hotel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm probably not. So let's go. Oh, I didn't see you there. Also, hi. We're finally at the hotel. It's pretty nice. It's pretty good. And I just had some breakfast. Pretty nice. It's day 2. We have the creator track. And we can finally go to VidCon. See you later. Hey guys, I just got a brand new car. Can I have a beer, please? Root beer for me. Hey guys, I think I'm lost. I don't know what to do. Do you know the way? Oh. Thank you. Hey guys, so right now, I just met Tomska. It might not look like it now, but there is a picture of us having a hug. So yeah, that was pretty fun. So we're gonna see some more YouTubers later. Yeah.
Okay, so I have something to say about that straight away. So I looked at your Twitter. Do you know you lose the Australian flag?
Yeah, so I tweeted out, I was like, I'm in VidCon London. I'm gonna draw better
finding out more about you, and we were just talking, I've never seen so many fan accounts on Instagram before.
So the reason there's so many fan accounts on Instagram is because I was pretty late to the Instagram game. I just had Twitter and YouTube, and I just thought that was all the social media presence that I needed. And I think a lot of people who used Instagram exclusively was like, I want to follow you on Instagram, and so all these fan accounts. I think there was one fan account with like 500,000 followers.
That was the one I was looking at. I was thinking, is this? But I mean, it was nothing untoward about it. It was just not legit.
Yeah, so I was just late to the Instagram game, and then I just eventually made an account just because of all the fan accounts. And I think I'm still more active on Twitter though. I guess the trendsetter, trying to figure out like what is missing or what more I can do can add to the table. It's like one thing that I really wanted when I was starting a merch store. One thing I really wanted was plushies. Because I had this little cartoon bubble boy, and so I thought, oh, plushies would be perfect. So when I was looking for merchandise distributors.
What are you eating?
I'm eating the pepperoni sub. I got a foot long. I'm drinking apple tango here. And I have these two white chip cookies. So yeah, this is gonna be delicious. Cheers. Hey, hi guys, this is crazy. I'm right here, and look who's over there.
Image of you on the floor after being kicked in the shins and just having yourself. That's content. Right, look, that's two. Can we have a squad photo? Yes.
So guys, it's the end of the day of day 2 of VidCon. I just recently took a picture with Jacksepticeye, and it was real nice. It's like you've been watching all these people for a really long time, and then you're finally able to go to a convention where they're all grouped up so you can finally meet them in person. You know, it's just those times. And basically tomorrow, since we have the creator track, we're gonna have where we were able to win the Tomska's creator chat lottery, where you get to have a conversation with him for 45 minutes. And basically, if we're able to, we can record some bits of us conversating with him. And yeah, it'll be really fun. So, see you later.
Stage our beautiful panelists, Rebecca of Let Me Explain Studios, James of The Odd Ones Out, Amy of Amy Write Me Out, and Mars of The Immersive. Stop vlogging. Are we the first panel of the big Saturday? I don't know. Are we? I don't know. I assume we are. Well, thank you for all waking up so very early. We're all very impressed. I like that there's an empty chair. Reminds us all that it's for me. For all the people we've lost along the way.
Rest in peace.
Oh, that was bad. I didn't mean to salute anyone. So, how long animating?
How long animating? I animate pretty long time.
Oh yeah, me too.
He's 2 hours a day.
So I have a question for the audience here. How many of you want to do what these guys do?
Oh, wow. Why?
Good, because I tailored a lot of these questions around that. I'm hoping that we can have a nice little chat today and maybe walk away with these people feeling a little more learned and wise and maybe capable of doing something like what you people do. Or not.
Either way, it's gonna be a fun time.
It's fine to decide it's not for you. It's tiring.
If you have any questions that you would like me to ask these people as well, there is a hashtag. Is it on screen? No. It is.
That's helpful.
It is VidCon LDN animation, I believe. Is it?
Right there.
Nailed it. So I'm going to be checking my phone. So if you think I'm rude, it is because I'm checking my phone, which is rude. So I'm just rude. Shall we jump into it though and get the questions rolling?
Sure. Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Wow, let's. Guys, please let us go down the line and introduce ourselves and talk about how long we've been animated.
All right, well, hi, I'm Rebecca Parham of Let Me Explain Studios, and
You already got it.
I have been animating since college, really, so about like 2008 I've been animating, and this was completely out of left field doing this for a living, but hey, I'm really glad I'm doing it.
Hi, I'm James, and I have a YouTube channel called The Odd Ones Out. Woo! And
Might have heard of him before.
and I rigged it. I started drawing on the computer when I was 16. I got a drawing tablet for my birthday, and I was terrible at it at first. I had no idea what I'm doing, and I still don't. And when I was 18, I remember just watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I thought, I could do that. And so I just started making videos, learning and trying to always better myself and make more videos than I do already, and now I'm here. So pretty much since I was 18.
How old are you now?
I'm 23, thank you for asking.
Yep.
So I did a degree in animation back in 2012 for 3 years, and actually it was at the university that's opposite the O2 Arena. So this site is very familiar to me. It's Ravensbourne, and it's a bit of a weird course. Did a lot of 3D stuff rather than 2D, but yeah. And then I worked in industry. My video about aphantasia took off, and I was like, wow, maybe I could actually do YouTube. So here I am. Well, oh yeah, I'm Amy. Amy right now.
G'day guys, my name is Mars from The Amazing. Oh, you rigged it again! I've flown from Australia to be here, so I'm very jet lagged. Hello. But I've been animating for 3 years now. The first video on my channel is genuinely the first animation I've ever made. I started because I was bored during university, and I was watching a bunch of animators, and I saw a bunch of animators, including somewhat tall white marshmallow guy who is the one out, yeah. And so after watching them, I was like, wow, I want to do that. And so I did during my university. And so 3 years of animation.
Jinkies. I'd like to jump into a question that you've all been asked 1,000 times before, but it is important that we address it, and that is...
Here's my credit card.
What do you use to animate? James, you touched on this, but it's a question everyone wants to know, and it is a frustrating question to hear, I believe. Shall we talk about it?
I mean, I guess.
It's frustrating to hear how James animates.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm not the first one. You can go there.
Okay, so hardware, I use a Wacom Cintiq, which is basically a computer screen, big computer screen that you can just draw right onto. It's great. And for animation, I use Adobe Animate, it used to be called Flash, and for illustration background work, I use Photoshop, so it's pretty basic standard stuff, I'd say.
But Rebecca, am I now right in thinking that if I don't have a Wacom Cintiq, I cannot animate?
No, because there are lots of different tablets out there. There's like the bamboo tablet that it's remarkably cheap, really. And Apple's coming out with its, drawing screens and everything like that. So there's a lot of choices these days.
And I always tell people when you're just starting out to like actually get the cheap tablet. Don't invest in a $2,000 tablet if you don't even know that this is something that you want to do.
Right.
So I always say like, just get a bamboo tablet, which is a tablet that
I think the reason where we're at is because we put a lot of practice into it, and that's what comes out. Like any one of us could probably use a flip note and draw on it, and it would work just as well.
Yeah.
It's just the knowledge we have. But I also use a Cintiq like Rebecca, Photoshop and Flash or Animate CC. It's just what works. But I have animated in Photoshop in the past and After Effects. You can use, as long as you know what you're doing, like you can make anything work.
you can use Microsoft Paint and Windows
Yeah.
Movie Maker, and I mean it'll be very time consuming and will probably not look as good.
And there's probably somebody out there who does it on paper.
Yeah,
And,
there
yeah.
definitely is.
Yeah.
It's the old adage, right, where a professional cameraman can do more with a very basic camera than a newbie with like a $10,000 camera.
There you go.
It's all about the skill that you gain and the experience that you have, more so than the tools you use.
Yeah, so if you're just starting out, I would like recommend to actually start out with the cheaper tablet to see if this is something that you want to do and to learn from it. And then if you are interested and you want to do more of it, then and you have $2,000 laying around, you can buy a Wacom Cintiq, which is those giant screens.
Let's take it back to animation briefly. Let's talk about actually creating animation online as opposed to the traditional industry. Let's start with Amy, shall we? You worked in that real industry, did you?
Yeah, so when I graduated from university, it's a big scary world. I was in London trying to find my way, didn't really know anybody, and I ended up just freelancing for companies. I think a lot of people are under the impression that you graduate, you get a job, and that's that. But it's actually, it doesn't work like that with animation. It's all about who you know in the industry and showing that you have the skills and being flexible. For me, they always told me in university, you need to specialize, you need to do one thing, like concept art or illustration or like 2D animation or something. Whereas I was really flexible with what I wanted to do, and I found more work from being good at a few things and maybe like jack of all trades, master of maybe a few. But yeah, it jumped about. I did take a job working full time at a studio in London just to see what it was like, and then stuff started taking off the YouTube channel, and I took the opportunity to say, you know, I really want to try this to see if I can sort of sit by myself and give it a go. But it's a different world in working for people.
Yeah, it definitely is. Mostly the difference would be is that you have to answer to a superior telling you to change everything. You know, you don't really have a lot of creative freedom. Like especially in the bigger studios, the far less you are allowed to kind of like experiment and be creative.
No, it's not an option. It's just like, oh, well, you got 40 changes to do.
Right.
It's just like, yes.
And you also don't own any of the art that you make.
You don't. Like at certain studios, I'm not going to name names, but at certain studios, if you're on your lunch break and you doodle on your napkin, that now belongs to the studio. So you own nothing. And what's great about YouTube is that all of this belongs to us individually.
That napkin thing isn't unique to one studio either. I've known a lot of people that have had jobs where, yeah, a thought you have while working is their thought now.
Probably of.
Well, what about, what are some of the other sort of pros you guys feel about making videos online as opposed to having a quote-unquote real job? And anyone who hasn't had a real job before can also answer this question.
I mean, I find it quite hard sometimes, because compared to working in an office or something, you have your allocated hours and then you go home. Whereas, because what I do for fun is also what I do for work, it gets completely muddled up and I end up stressing and working too much, but at the same time I'm thinking, oh, but I like
Way in the future. So that's definitely it. I wish I could pump more. I have a clone so I can pump more, but this is like for my clone.
But it's like, I think some people don't realize is that, like, you know, you look at these Disney, you know, the Disney Channel or Cartoon Network, these, you know, shows, they have a team of hundreds and hundreds of people behind them, and that's how they're able to plan rather than, and take it day by day. I think you've got to realize when you've been overworking, because you're gonna do it. It's just the nature of the job.
Yeah, 100%.
And sometimes, you know, you don't even know it's burnout. Like when you first start getting into this work, you don't really realize, oh, this is what burnout feels like. And so it's kind of like a learning process, because like you tend to, as time goes on, you figure out what the signs are for you individually. Like, for instance, one of my signs about burnout is if I start saying mean, nasty things to myself up here, and I'm like, okay, I need to take it back. I need to take some rest.
longer than I'm willing to admit that I need to just really just set aside like time to not work. I guess it's just like all right. Like I used to not do. I used to like.
So, how was it?
It was good. Hey guys, I'm just in the creators lounge, just chilling, just waiting for the next panel to come up.
Okay. I got a friend you would like, right? One of my friends is like, he's quite edgy. I like that, like, there's like a...
Okay, let me see. Where's the chain? Oh yeah. Don't drop it. That looks good.
Live dangerously with. Oh, she said that she likes Richard the Beast.
Yeah. That looks good. Let's get her to sign. Oh, she already signed.
Yeah, pre-signed.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, bye-bye.
They just looked at the first beady white guy they found and were like, yep, that's the same.
It was good.
I can try, my throat is very dry.
Okay.
It's alright, I can go higher.
Yeah. It's the only one I can do on.
There you go. You gotta. I don't do that many characters.
No, it's quite funny. There's been a creative chat with Thompson and all these guys.
Yes, there were a lot of people.
Check out Autism and Guns.
That's fair.
Combination.
I wonder what your special interest is. It's guns. In America, this would be a red flag.
Not so much here. My internet history. Do you want to come in? If you get, I know free time and animation and like anything that involves production is not something that goes together.
No, it's more the main issue is I'm just a very large target at Airsoft now. And it's hard. And it hurts. Let's take the group. Yeah, let's wander over here. Yeah.
Right. I know Buddy's bigger than you that play.
Yeah, no.
In fact, there's one
Maybe
of
we
them.
have a higher pain tolerance though.
Well, one of them's had 2 teeth shot out. He still won't wear a gun on the face mask.
Yeah, I
don't know what I'm talking about.
I was sniping on a tower once when I was airsofting, and I was like, oh, I can't see anything, so I took my glasses off. And just at that moment, a dude popped up behind us at P90 and went, and so I got three pellets underneath my skin. It was cool and good.
Did you ever have like a lot of your own kit as well?
Yeah. I mean, that's where like a lot of my guns first came from, like the Barrett 50 cal and stuff.
Do you still hold on to them for practice?
Yes. For airsofting, no, but for filming, yes.
Yeah.
My friends don't let me charge them anymore. They threw all the batteries away.
Right.
So I don't shoot them.
So that's my only concern with. Elliot, edit faster.
So I had a friend once come over and he got his testicle out in the office, so I shot him on the knees.
I mean, he's asking for it.
He literally was, yeah. Yeah. If you sexually harass someone in my office, the payback will be. It happened once. So I shot him in the knees, and the payback was immediate. And that was like a full gassed up airsoft, point blank, just bang bang each knee.
Have you seen the other guys?
Yes, but not for a long old time. At a certain thing, so that could change. But like, yeah, there'll usually be 2 or 3 drafts of a script. I do hate redrafting, but you know, I've got less confidence these days. Despite getting better at what I do, apparently, I have less confidence, so I will send off to friends for notes, and we'll tweak the script and alter it, and then there'll be the voice acting stage, and then sometimes during the voice acting stage, we'll just learn that like one delivery just doesn't work, and we'll change it, and then we'll put together a rough animatic, and even then we'll sometimes realize like, oh, actually this scene isn't very funny, or we need to change this. So it can change massively, and then sometimes my animator is either just lazy or doesn't understand what the script says, so just draws something different, and maybe that'll be funnier, or maybe I just don't care enough to get him to change it. So it's massive amounts of things can change. I don't like to be too obsessively controlling sometimes, so I like to give my animators freedom, and some days I'll bring something completely new that I wasn't even envisioning. I'm not too precious unless it's something that I'm exceptionally fixated on being exactly the way I want. So everything's very open to change. I wouldn't recommend getting too stuck on anything, but for certain projects you need to remain rigid to your like shooting structure. Like if you're shooting something live action, say, don't just start. Like it's great to get like ad libs and stuff, but like always get the original things you planned as a safety. Because otherwise you can get to the editing room and be like, actually that idea was stupid that we thought was funny on set, but did not translate well. So like always get what you planned. Trust the version of you that planned everything, because they were thinking clearly. They weren't on the high of being on set or in production. And then also get your ad libs and your funny goofs, and then like play around. But because like you could, I've done things where I've like been like, yeah, wouldn't it be funny if we just ad libbed this whole scene, and then we're in the editing. It's like, wow, I have to throw this whole video out now. Because this is garbage, hot garbage. That's an expensive mistake to make. Yeah.
The panel you were in this morning with
the animators, yeah.
Do you know their content?
Yeah.
So you know, like Amy Meow and
yes.
They both have this style, and it's animated, but it's not. It's almost somewhere between animatic and actual animation.
Yeah.
I've started doing something like that, and I want to start doing vlogs. But I'm cheating with it because I don't like my current ability to draw. I'm a big fan of the word yet, like I can't draw yet. But like I've been shooting myself with a GoPro, cutting myself in Photoshop, teaching myself Photoshop masking and everything, and then putting poster edges and various other effects on it to turn that into a cartoon.
Yeah.
And then stop motioning that through the video. I don't know, without showing you the video, I don't know how to ask you if you think that works or not.
If it works, it works. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're conveying the information and it's entertaining, no one cares. Like, people will give videos made in MS Paint millions of views because they're entertaining. People are far more likely, their ears are far more likely to be offended than their eyes. So I'd say it's always more important to focus on sound quality than visuals. Literally, people would be happy watching a vlog of a bouncing square and a bouncing triangle, as long as it doesn't sound nasty. If it sounds nasty, they're going to be angry. So,
therapeutic.
Yeah, honestly, it's like inoffensive and it's easy to put into other languages.
Try that.
That's basically what FMV is. It's like very minimal.
Yeah.
And it's made minimal so there's less distractions and it's easier to consume what information is on the screen.
Literally just a video of it, just a still of it, you know, like those old DVD players where it's like the DVD screens that were moving around? Like do that, just like a square and a triangle for 10 minutes and like look at the metrics and see how many people do it as like a case study or something.
That would just be like, yeah, that'd be
a good, interesting social experiment.
I know exactly the kind of people in my audience that would watch that as well, so yeah. Did anyone else have any questions? If anyone wants to grab a picture as well, like I won't be offended.
Not a question, more a fanboy stuff. Just saying some words to this boy because he's a really big fan of yours.
Hello. Just some words.
Yeah.
Hi. Good to see you again. We met earlier. Yesterday specifically. I slept for 11 hours. There was a party, I didn't want to go to it, so I just went to bed. It was brilliant. I'm now overtired. I've had 3 coffees, and I keep pooping. It's a real mess. I saw you were doodling Ed's World, Tom, in there. That was cool. Did you enjoy Ed's World?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's because a while ago I saw that on the internet that Matt said that he could bring Edgeworld back in 2018. So I'm just wondering what happened to that. If
I don't, I'm afraid. I can't comment on it either. So that is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I keep in semi-regular contact with Ed's mum, and all I know is that she's been putting a lot of the money I think the show makes into a holiday home for kids with cancer, which is pretty cool. But I don't know. All I know is that on March 8th, I will have officially not been in control of Ed's World longer than I was in control of it. I don't know why I've been counting the days, because I'm crazy, really. Yeah, no, I can't say. I'm afraid. I wish them all the best of luck, as I did in 2016, though, because I know how hard it is.
How about a hug? Another one.
Hey! Well, thank you for coming to my talk. I feel like you probably got nothing from it. It was all very businessy stuff. Do you have any questions that you need an answer to? That maybe I could help with?
It's fine.
Okay. Don't be worried. Anything you want to ask, creative or otherwise. I've got a thought on everything. I love hearing my own voice.
Yeah,
okay.
I really want to be like next to you, take a picture in the video.
That's cool though, that's fine.
Really big fan of it.
Go wild. Well, it was very nice to meet you and see you. If you have any thoughts and I see you again, let me know, alright?
Okay, alright.
It's good seeing you again.
That. Thank you very much.
See you guys.
See you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
How we doing? Alright, we have an awesome show for you guys tonight. We're really, really excited. We can't thank you guys enough for coming out to VidCon tonight. Did you guys all have fun today? What was your favorite part?
Lunch.
Mine too. Cool. Well, we have a ton of amazing creators that are going to be part of the show tonight, but this show is not just about them, it's also about all of you. So, I want to know who wants to help us in tonight's show. I need 3 people who are willing to have fun. I need more people that are excited to have fun. I need people that are really excited to have fun. All right. Who in this section wants to have fun? I think you want to have more fun than that, don't you? All right, I see someone back here. You're waving your hands. Why don't you come up and join us for this show for a little bit? This is Duncan right over here. Everybody say hi, Duncan.
Hi, Duncan.
All right, did you come up? He's gonna help you come up on stage with us. Oh, we got 2. Hey, what's your name? Oh, you're good. You can join us too. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. All right, we need one more person. There's some energy over here. Who's gonna be louder in this section or this section? I think you're really taking my attention. I don't know why, but why don't you come join us? Maybe everyone will see why. All right. What are your guys' names? What are your names?
My name is Harry. I'm Jess. My name's Salomon.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna get this show started in just a minute. I'm gonna take these 3 back with me over here. Are you guys ready to have fun? All right, give us about 3 minutes and we're gonna get this show started for you.
Everybody! Awesome, are you guys excited? Okay, so obviously we've got some collaborations here for you today, and we've got some fun games to play with your favourite performances and musicians. So yeah, you guys really excited?
Make some noise if you're excited.
A bit louder, come on, let's go! So Lee, who's your dream collaboration
my dream collaboration is probably Lake Hinchcliffe. You know?
Yourself?
Yeah, myself. It's a good guy.
Okay.
What about yours? Who's your dream collaboration?
She may not be a YouTuber, but isn't Hailey Bieber the coolest girl ever? No!
Okay, nobody wants that.
You know what? Okay, I'm sorry about that, but I love her, so she'd be cool on my YouTube channel.
That's okay. Well, we're about to get started tonight, everybody, but I just want to say, in the audience, do we have any parents? I see some. Let's make some noise for the parents. There we go. Where's all of the dads at? Dads? Oh, we love the dads, we love dads. I know my dad's in the audience somewhere, but I can't see him, but I've got a dad joke for you all.
Oh.
Are you ready? It's in the pocket. It's in the pocket. So, if it's funny, you have to laugh. If it's not, then I'll probably walk off stage, but anyway. So, my dad joke is, what's the best part about living in Switzerland? Does anybody know? It says, I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. See, that's a good one.
That was quite good.
That's a good one.
I didn't hear many laughs. No.
Oh!
Oh!
You don't think that's good?
No.
Really?
I've got a better dad joke.
You can do better.
Oh, there. You ready? What did DJ Allergy say to the nose?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
What did he
know.
say?
Drop it like a snap.
Oh! You guys like that one?
It was alright.
Yeah,
It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't too
I think
bad.
you've got some team members to add to your... to add. So we've got...
Can we bring them in? Maz and Rebecca.
Come on out, guys. Come and join.
Alright then. If you're going to bring in some team members, I'm going to bring in my own team members. Give it up for Amber and Aaron, everybody. Come on, make some noise, everybody.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so... Guys ready?
Board ready.
So, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have a little dad joke, like, game. It's going to be a dad joke off. Okay, so, here are the rules. You each get one joke each, and you guys are going to vote who's the winner. So I'm going to go to this side, it's going to be a big screen, or this side, depending on who wins. So who wants to go first?
I think that team should go first.
Who should go first, guys? Left or right?
Our team?
This side? This side? I think this side are going first. Sorry, guys. Right, let's go.
I'll go first. What time did the man go to the dentist? 2:30.
That was a good one. Make some noise, everybody, please, for my team. Okay, there's no noise.
That was a bit. What do you guys think of that one? It was a bit tragic. Okay, right. You guys, let's go. You ready?
Maz, would you like to go first? Do the honors?
Okay. So, my son asked me today to give him the bookmark. It's been 11 years and he still doesn't know my name. Give him the book Roderick. My name's Roderick.
Oh.
I think that one.
Just awkward.
That one wasn't great. All right, another one. Go on.
My granddad has the heart of a lion, but now he's banned from the zoo.
Hey,
That was the best one.
that one was better. Right. Saffron's team.
All right. How do you make holy water? Boil the hell out of it.
Right. You've got one more left.
I'll just think one.
You don't think of one on the
So,
spot. Go on.
what about this? Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to VidCon.
What? Okay. You guys, do you want to make up one on the spot? Go on.
All right. Okay.
Pressure.
Okay.
She's on it. She knows one.
What do you call a three-eyed pig? A pig!
Okay, guys. Well, you guys can decide who's the winner. So we're going to go to this side, and on 3, you're going to scream as loud as you can. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I didn't hit you in the back though. So, right, on this side, you think they're the winners? 1, 2, 3. And our winners are Saffron's team.
Trying that counts. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm a bit upset about that. I am.
One.
Yeah.
Ready? All together. 3, 2, 1, go!
Uh-oh. Oh, you're doing such a great job. Oh, yeah.
This is when you know what it is, it makes sense.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Yes! Yes! What is it? What is it? Can you say the microphone?
What's the right answer?
It's the colour over the moon! Woo! Pretty good, Well, at least she got it right. She did it right.
She did so well.
I actually have no idea what the time was on that, so.
Harry, is it gonna be you too?
Who wants to hurt me?
Harry's just like,
Here we
I'll
go.
do it, I'll do it right now.
Best shot. Are you ready? Oh! Harry, that's your team, man.
That's your
team.
Harry is ruthless, bro. There's no warning. Harry doesn't care. He's just like, yo, I'm ready, bro.
Mess me up good. He's going places. Oh, well done, everyone. You did a great job. Who's ready for round 2?
Oh.
It can only go up from here. Right.
I love it.
Unless you lose again. No! But then you could do it on Harry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, no.
Even though he's meant to be your team player.
Harry, this is called karma.
Okay, right. So, for the first challenge, they didn't have any sight. Now, they're going to have to rely completely on different senses. So, we are going to be playing the Bean Boozled Challenge.
Oh. I'll be a martyr.
Come on, everybody wants to see him.
Come on.
Here we go. Here we go. Bench me.
Oh, they got distance.
You weakling. You have unlocked Super Saiyan.
Looks good on you, Maz.
Oh, listen, this is a new moisturizer.
When it
right?
starts leaking into your eye, that's the issue.
I can't see anyone, man. Like, I'm going.
All right, so.
Like nothing's changed.
Yes.
Okay, so we have one more challenge. The last challenge is you laugh, you lose. Pretty straightforward. Any last words?
Try not to break my nose, please. Be gentle. I paid a lot of money for it.
Hurt her.
This is what you're all paying to see. Your screen is painted. You've ruined the set.
It's all good.
Put this girl on a baseball team.
It's all right. We survived.
Do some. You win some, you do
We just
some.
stopped imitating. We're like, you.
R.I.P. to the cleanup team. Yeah. Well, give it up for your amazing
Thank
teams.
you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Please welcome. Click the tab. See you later. I'm gonna go shower.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Cat, hug me.
Good.
Oh, no. Hello. Let's show the winning submission.
And I'm a nobody. Nobody with a body. On the night of December 12, 2019, I went lurking on the VidCon website to look for volunteer opportunities because that's the only way I could go for free. But something else caught my attention. The deadline for this contest was 16 December 2019, only 4 days remaining. But that's not a problem, because I'm a creator, and hence I was bound to create. Ta-da! Hope you all enjoy this creation of mine. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Possible for VidCon. Guys, 1, 2, 3! Now, I want to take this opportunity. I want to play a game. Here we go, okay. So, this is round 1. This game is called It Takes Two. It's how well you know your best friend, right? How well you know your best friend. But listen guys, the winner of this game is going to pour slime over the losers. Yeah.
Why?
Lee, what happens if he gets slime tonight? Oh, he's got out.
You can just put it on show, that's fine. Does anybody need my microphone? Because I don't want it.
Have fun.
Should do it.
It might be really good for your hair. You never know.
Should we do a countdown?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done.
Was the mic stuff? Guys, how are you feeling right now? Have you seen Ghostbusters? You look like Slimer. So guys, thank you so much for watching the game. Make some noise for VidCon! Make some noise for the bands! Joe Tasker, Israel! Ali Akers, Sean! See you later, thank you so much!
So you guys saw the video before, and we're gonna do the. What's the song called? I've just. I don't know.
Suicidal?
Oh jeez.
Super
Yes, that one.
That's
Super
the name.
positive name of the song.
Anywho, so there's a few moves at the beginning that we're going to do. Do you want to run them through the moves?
Yeah, we're gonna be like. But as soon as we do this, we're gonna turn. Aaron's gonna turn the camera around and film you guys doing the moves. So it's like clap, ooh, yeah. Really
you guys
difficult.
ready for this?
You guys have got this. I believe in you.
This is a big deal. You should be pumped. Okay.
I'm gonna post this on my TikTok, guys. So make sure it looks good, all right?
Okay, me too.
For me. Thank you.
Right. Let's do this. Don't fall off the
Right, yeah, don't fall off. That would be really awkward. This is, it would cause a lot of health and safety risks and things. Okay, can we grab some music, guys? Everyone's up, I love this. You're becoming TikTok legends.
No.
Yes.
Chance of that happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you think, Anna. Now, we've seen a lot of, collaboration and duos going on, but we haven't seen the main one. That is the sibling rivalry. So, we're gonna really put that to the test and see which side of the siblings, well, which side of the main family is stronger.
Yeah, who's the coolest? Like, come on.
So,
Obviously, it's not fair.
guys, stop shouting out, Jack, you're the coolest.
No. Every time, he wins. Every single time.
Yeah, and we're going to find out again. So, left side, you're currently my side. So, I would stand in the middle, but I don't know what's going on here, so I can't. So, we're going to split you straight down the middle. Left side, you're mine.
and the right side is Anna's.
Literally counting on all of you, okay?
So basically, whoever's side makes the most noise is going to be the winner. Are you guys up for that? We're going to be, look, left side, if we're going to want to win, you know, I need some
Come on, guys.
energy. I need
Like,
some energy, okay?
realistically, you may have a crush on my brother, but I'm the nice and prettier one, like, realistically.
Debatable. So Anna, why don't you take it away? Come on, you're saying.
Okay, so, right.
For the one, the only, the science man, that is the Dad Lad. Give him some
Make some noise!
Hi guys, you probably know me from my channel where I share a lot of science experiments and stuff. I usually do that with my kids who are now 5 and 7, and it's usually just simple stuff where I try to explain things as simple as X, for example. So today I don't have my kids with me because it's quite late, but I have other helpers. So please welcome Ken, Lolly, CJ, Colin, and Peter Lester. That's a lot of eggs.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of eggs. And
British eggs.
I'm just going to explain you small things. As I said, it's something that I do at home on a daily basis. Okay,
Why am I
wrong? Yeah.
Looks exactly like
okay.
So open this one. JC's is already done. He's done the experiment. Can't touch my hair.
Okay, so are you
I
ready?
feel like this is a new career. I'm loving this.
Okay, so for next thing, we need to release, have our hands free.
Release the wolves.
Yeah, the wolves. So I'm gonna give 2 of the tubes to everyone.
Why are JC's so bubbly and mine is just not doing anything?
I don't know what he was doing there.
I don't know either.
Yeah, here you go.
I feel like a scientist.
For this one, all of us gonna have our hands full
so you guys are
with those tubes. So we're gonna put our microphone down. So what we're gonna do is open the tubes.
Okay.
Open the tubes, leave the microphones, yeah. And then we're gonna wait for our audience to give us a countdown. And after they're gonna come to 3, we're gonna try to put each on the liquid from one tube to one flask at the same time. Yeah, just make sure we hear the countdown. So microphones, I guess it's safer, yeah, if you put it in a back pocket. No, go. Microphones in the back pocket.
Pocket the microphone.
Yeah, pocket the microphones.
They're expensive.
They're expensive. And we don't know what's gonna happen there, so... Yeah? Yeah, you ready? Okay guys, let's give us the countdown. 3, 2, 1,
created life.
I guess if it's winter and you cold night, you can just always do the toothpaste and warm yourself up a bit.
I was not expecting. I want to put my face in it.
Do it. So what we're getting is just water, some dish soap, and oxygen.
That's what's up. You can do science. You guys are, yours were so big. Mine's like so small, but it's still growing. It's still going. Everyone agrees.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy that, guys? That was cool.
So hot.
That was impressive. I've never seen anything like that. Did you guys see like David Dobrik? Did you guys see David Dobrik's version of it, the big one? So cool. That was. I think that might be a bit cooler. I kind of want to touch it. Oh no, his shoes are ruined. Oh no. That's okay. That can be fixed. I think. Bye. Give a round of applause. Whoa. Are you guys having a good time? Yeah, we just want to apologise on behalf of what happened earlier. That obviously was not meant to happen. It wasn't part of the show. But as long as you guys are still having fun, that's all important. Doesn't matter what happened earlier, but yeah, just make sure you guys are having amazing. But yeah, so we're gonna play a little game, another fun game, because I love games. So I'm gonna say VidCon, and you guys are gonna go. Yeah. London. So yeah, you guys think you can do that? Yeah, but we might split it into two again, so your side versus mine. Okay. But I'm gonna get it going first. It's gonna go VidCon, 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 and then you're gonna do it. VidCon, VidCon, VidCon. Okay, so now we're gonna do it at the same time. We're gonna try and get louder. You guys have to be louder than that side, okay? You guys want for Jack, so you can win for me. Just one time. Okay, so you ready? 3 at the same time.
Oh, let's say that. Okay.
Yeah, because my side's gonna be louder than yours.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you ready? Right. 3, 2, 1. VidCon! My side was better. No, my side was better, right? Yeah. I'm loving the neon hats I can see. Love the neon vibes over here. It's really good. But yeah, I think my side was better.
No, introduce his Thomas Sanders.
How are you guys doing? Oh my gosh. We are headlining, and I don't know how this happened, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're truly honored. So, this is my friend Joseph. Joseph is going to be helping. Oh, there's the microphone. Nice. How are you guys doing tonight? Fighting the nerves. Thank you guys so much for being here. Just a song for chillin', when you don't need a reason to. And some of you guys may know it. It's called Birds. Here we go. I don't want to drive a fancy car today. I don't want to ride in a red Corvette. I don't want to jog my Saturday away, but I don't want to go home yet. I just want to watch the birds go by from my handy foldable blue canvas throne. I want to watch them fly and fly and see them soar up into the unknown. But I feel just like a nerd watching birds, watching me here all alone. I don't like soccer, baseball, track or field. I'm not up for a match of polo. I don't want to seek or try to stay concealed. I'm also not up for water polo. I just want to watch the birds up there, track the migratory planets that they float. I want to watch them from my chair, with my binoculars, my latte, and my phone. Trying to spot a lark in the park, parked in nature all alone. It's just me and Mr. Fish, the robins, the kingfishers, the snipes, though I heard they don't exist. Each little species in its little way can teach me what awaits you if you can let away. I wanna watch the birds do what they will. Sorry if I'm ornithologically prone. I wanna watch from somewhere undisturbing, quiet, calm, still. Sit right here and gaze at the unknown. I don't wanna fly in the sky, I just wanna be alone. It's not a big deal or anything. I just wanna be alone. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I always geek out with the phone stuff. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. All right, Joseph, you got to get that guitar. All right, Joseph's going to get the guitar. You guys all feeling good? Have you had a good day today? Yeah. Yes. Good. First day. How many people here is their first day at VidCon? Ever? First time at VidCon? Yes. I hope you're having a good time. Thank you guys so much for being here. Also, you know, if we forget lyrics, the Mercury is in retrograde, so blame the universe.
feel I've forgotten something. I'm sure that it's probably nothing, but that's based more on fear than on fact. I'm standing on the borderline between two states and petrified to push ahead or turn back home with me. I'm the shadow of the past, the shadow of a boy who couldn't last. They said, son, don't change, and I keep hoping they won't see how much I have. A feeling's not a thing you own, but it can be lost. I just wanna be home, 'cause home's where the heart is. And when I departed, I might have abandoned. Okay. John's gonna help us with the next song. This next one. Oh my gosh, John, you've got some fans. John says. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so this next song is actually a cover. We actually released a little bit ago an Ariana Grande cover. Yes. Mainly because I identified with it. It was a song that I feel like, as somebody with an extreme amount of anxiety, a lot of which I'm feeling right now, this song was very much encompassing it. And it's called Breathe In. All right, you ready? Yeah. Some days, things just take way too much of my energy. I look up and the whole room's spinning. You take my cares away. I can so overcomplicate. People tell me to medicate. Time goes by and I can't control my mind. Don't know what else to try, but you tell me every time. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. And no, I gotta keep on breathing. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. No, I gotta keep on breathing. Sometimes it's hard to find my way up into the clouds. Tune it out, they can be so loud. You remind me of a time when things weren't so complicated. All I need is to see your face. Oh, time goes by and I can't control my mind. Don't know what else to try, but you tell me every time. Thank you guys, thank you. All right, now let's watch Joseph and Joan do a little bit of hot potato with the instruments. We've all gone through. Ready? This is things we used to share. Oh, no piano! Cut the piano track! Get the piano out of here! We nixed it. But what did you do with my heart? What did you do with my heart? Strip me of my pride, that's for the best. But you also deprived me of a full night's rest. You took my... Oh no, I forgot the words! Heart, what did you do with my heart? What did you do with my heart? What did you do with my heart? It was Mercury and Gatorade. Thank you. Everybody say thank you, Joseph and Joan. Thank you. And you can me myself. It's unclear, can I help them to see me better? I know I can't foresee the weather, so will they accept me now or ever? Who knows? I hope so, but I'm good enough. Whatever I face, I can rest assured that better days await. The path to happiness isn't a race. I'll let my heart beat at its own pace. Sunshine, happy and bright, it nurtures the earth with its light. Its beaming smiles help buds to flower. Take a dash of that more when friends feel sour.
Oh, great, now you can hear me. You're sick of me by this point, I'm sure. But I was just talking to Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
Take a picture?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You guys want to take a picture? All right. We're gonna try and do this in an orderly fashion somehow. Let's get some of you guys up here on stage. Who has to come on stage? Slowly. If you're on the stage, do you guys mind exiting off the stage over here? You guys mind exiting off over here? Awesome. Thank you all so much. We do really want to thank you for coming. We hope to see you tomorrow night at the Night of Music, which will be headlined by Harvey. That's all we got for you, so thank you all. And we'll see you later.
Hey guys, it's the last day of VidCon, day 4. So right now we're gonna leave so we can go to the Jacksepticeye Q&A because I like him, but I think my dad likes him more. Or me, I don't know. And that's it guys, I'll see you later. Bye.
And I mean, you've been very open about some of the challenges of that in the past. I mean, how do you get that time? How do you carve out some time when things are getting too heavy?
I think you just have to force it. Because we've all said that thing where it's like, oh, I mean, I'm saying it right now, saying I don't have the time. You do have the time, it's just that you need to manage your time. Teresa, you have a child with you. It would shock them to their core. I mean, I still play games in my spare time. Games are my job, but I still love them a lot, and I play a lot of it. I've been playing way too much Slay the Spire in the last couple of months. It's just so addicting. And then just trying to catch up on like TV shows that everyone else has seen already that I've completely missed, and trying to go watch movies. Me and Evelyn try and go watch all like the new releases of movies whenever they come out, or at least the ones that we're really interested in. So just, I don't know, doing stuff that's not the same as doing work on camera and recording Let's Plays, I guess.
What are you looking forward to movie-wise this year?
Movie-wise, I don't know. What movies are coming out this year? Oh yeah, the movie that I'm in.
Yeah, I was good. That was the perfect segue. You blew it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting because I did the thing for Free Guy ages ago, so I'm like, yeah, that already came out.
What was that like? Because I think people want to kind of know how on earth that felt.
That was unreal. I mean, I think I should maybe temper people's expectations for what it actually is and how much I'm actually in the movie. But you will see my face on screen during that movie. And Ryan Reynolds will also be in that movie somewhere, I think, maybe. So that was just really cool. And then the coolest part about it was, not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to toot my own horn for a second, was the day I sent in the lines for it, and other streamers and YouTubers and stuff are in it, and we all kind of did some of the same sort of lines for the movie. And then they came back to me, and then I sent in the lines, and then Sean Levy, the director, said that he was going to sit down with Ryan like on the Monday to go over it. And then I was sitting down, and I got a message on my phone, and it was like, oh, Ryan Reynolds DM'd me. And I looked at it, and he was like, dude, I just looked over the lines with Sean, and you're an amazing actor. Every scene you're in is great. And I was like, oh gee, oh no. And then Sean, the director, came back to me afterwards and was like, dude, you were really good. We want to give you more lines. So they added like extra little bits for me to do after that. I was like, that was the biggest compliment out of all of it. And I was like, oh, you watched the lines though. They're not that good. So that was just a really cool experience. I've never obviously gotten to do that before. And so if you go see Free Guy this year, you'll see my face on the screen. Oh, I guess about the same size as that. But it'll be much cooler.
Who is your biggest celebrity fan? Like, they must come out the woodwork at some point. Is there someone who you're like, oh my god, I cannot believe these people know me and like me?
Ryan Reynolds. He was like, we talked about this, my manager Nicole was like, I think you just willed that friendship into existence. And I'm like, I kinda did. Act, overcome, survive.
So Ivana had a question.
Ivana, are you here?
There you go, Ivana.
Right there.
It did not escape Ivana's notice that on your tour you were followed around by quite a few cameras.
Yes.
And that there might be a documentary coming out.
No, that was just for me. I needed the attention. I was away from my camera for a long time, and I was like, someone put a camera on me, I don't know what to do. Yeah, the documentary's still coming out. It's taken a while. It got a little halted and a little stunted along the way, and we didn't really keep on top of it as much as we probably could have. But the footage that was there is really good. I mean, personally, I think it's great. Not just because of me, I just think the message that we got out of it and the sort of arc that we got, and there's a lot of you guys are in it, a lot of the touring group that we were with are in it. It's a documentary that's not about me, so to speak. It's more about doing YouTube, what it's like to do YouTube, what it's like to go out on the road and see the people and the connection that YouTubers have with their audience, and why it's different than regular media and things like that. It's about growth, and it's about change, and it's about life. And I think that the footage that we have is really good. We're just taking our time to make sure that we're not half-assing it and it doesn't come out and it's like, yeah, that was fine, but it could have been better, but we just got it out because we could. We want to make sure that it's like as good as it can be, but hopefully like mid this year it'll be out, but I can't make any promises on timelines yet. I have seen some of it, and we have seen like a full start to finish version of it, and I really enjoy the stuff that's in it. We like go back to where I grew up, we go back to all the stories from the tour. So any of you who weren't at the tour will get a sense for what it was like. It's not a full showing of the actual live show, because, I mean, it's a live show. You're never going to get the full experience until you're actually there. But we have some of it in there so you can kind of get a sense for what it was like to be actually at the shows.
When you go home, like when you went home for that documentary, what was that like? How do people feel about this person coming and becoming huge?
Let's just say that's the emotional arc of the documentary. It was so bizarre to go back, because when I'm online a lot, you hear a lot of people being, like a lot of Irish people being like, oh, we don't say top of the morning, oh, that guy sucks. That's how Irish people sound apparently. And I've heard a lot over the years about Irish people saying like, oh, you're a bad representation for what we are, because I'm loud and I'm sweary and I lean into the stereotypes and things like that. But when I actually went back and was around people, the show I did was on a college campus, and a bunch of Irish people came up to me and they were like, oh my god, it's so great to see like an Irish lad up doing YouTube at like the top of the game. And I was like, oh, I thought you guys all hated me. This is great. So it was cool to go back and like be amongst my people, I guess. And going back and seeing where I started really solidified like my own thought patterns and try to like get you back to your roots and remember where you came from, fly off the handle and become Mr. Ego, I guess.
And that's, I think, one of the things that everybody loves about you is that you have managed to do that. But like, what is the weirdest thing about being Jacksepticeye?
All the noise. It's so loud all the time. I think it's just people knowing who you are. I mean, it's not specific. It's not directly just because of Jacksepticeye or specific to that. I think just when you're a person of influence or a person who a lot of people know of popularity, it's so weird that so many of you know so much about me and I have almost no idea who the majority of you people are. But it feels like I kind of do, because we're all part of the same community and we're all here. So it's just interesting to come to stuff like this, because it kind of feels like I know you, but like 99% of you, I don't know your names or where you're from or what you do or anything like that. But I guess it doesn't matter, that we're all just here to try and have a good time. But it is bizarre to have so many people know so much about you and walk around and people ask to get pictures and sign things, and you know, you don't have that every day. It's weird.
Well, there's been a question from Hannah, which is saying that it's great to have you.
From Hannah?
Hannah, where is Hannah?
This Hannah?
Yeah.
Hi.
She says it's great to have you at a con out in the UK. Is this something that you might be wanting to do a bit more of?
Is that you? Did you ask that? Okay, good question. I won't have to drop kick you. Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to come to more of these in the UK, and we kept kind of ignoring them for the longest time. Thankfully, VidCon's here now, and it's really close to home in London. There's a couple of other conventions like Eurogamers in London, and then there's Gamescom that happens in Germany, which I still want to go to because apparently it's massive and one of the biggest gaming conventions. But it's the reason we started going to conventions in the first place was because I liked, well, of course, meeting all of you guys was amazing, but it was also a lot of my friends went to them, and it was a good way of kind of hitting two birds, one stone, one bird, two stones. Cut once, slash twice. Okay, I don't care. I like going because it kind of it checked a lot of the same boxes that I wanted to do all at the same time. But it's really hard to get all my American friends to come over here to do these conventions, and I really wish they would. Because it's great to come out. A lot of the European audience gets neglected, and it's really expensive to fly over to America and get a hotel and a flight and stay around for like 3-4 days for these types of conventions. So this is a fun way of being able to like interact with all the people who can't go there. And we have TwitchCon in Amsterdam that I'm probably going to as well. I mean, I got tickets. I just need to figure out if the schedules align and I'm not, you know, off at the Bahamas with my buddy Ryan Reynolds. Have I mentioned Ryan yet? He's so great. So hopefully go to that as well and just try and do more of these, especially since I mean, I live in Brighton, so it's only an hour by train, really, to get to here. So yeah, I'd love to come to more of these and just kind of hang out with people more and save you all some money.
Do you hang out with other YouTubers in Brighton?
Yeah, there's a couple of friends down in Brighton. Felix is there, of course. We hang out with him and Marzia every now and then. We hang out with Kick the PJ and his girlfriend Sophie. Joel Rumi is down there as well. Dave from Boy in a Band comes down and hangs out with us every now and then. We have a little group of lads that go out for drinks every now and then called Mad Lads. Which, funny story, we did it for the first time with like a few of us, and me, PJ, and Felix were there, and we told Felix about the Mad Lads subreddit. And I jokingly said, watch him turn around now and make a video on this tomorrow. And then 2 days later, he made a Mad Lads video. And then he became known as the guy who let everyone know what Mad Lads was. And then he changed the name of the group to Mad Lads. And I was like, that's our thing. Stop acting like you own the place.
Are you going to invite Ryan Reynolds into it?
No. Again, I'm not chancing my luck. I'm not gonna push Ryan too hard. I'll just settle for coming over for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter, and my birthday, and his birthday, and his wife's birthday, and his kids' birthdays. And then my second birthday. But you know, nothing crazy.
Where is Owen? We got Owen in the crowd.
Owen?
Owen. He asked, will you ever adventure into...
Owen? Is that you?
We got it, yeah.
A very subtle Owen in the background.
So Owen wants to ask, will you ever go onto apps like TikTok?
Oh God.
When do we see you do the Renegades?
I've done a few interviews for like journalists and outlets here. They all ask if I'm going on TikTok. I mean, I get it. There's a huge, strong TikTok presence at VidCon and everything. I don't have any plans to go on TikTok, and it's not for any reason where I'm like, okay, hold on. This is the thing, because it's not for any reasons where I'm like, no, not TikTok, ugh, stinky. Which seems to be the mentality of everybody, but I mean, TikTok is basically what Vine was, just back in the day. I mean, everyone had the same reaction to Vine, and now everyone's like, no, Vine is like a fine wine. Vine was absolute garbage when it was around, all the time. And now it's just because all the curated compilations came out that everyone's like, Vine was better. It really wasn't. TikTok is just the same thing. And the thing is that TikTok is just people who want to create, people who want a voice, want to be validated, want to feel like they have a place in the world. They just want to create. Sure, a lot of it is really cringy. The stuff that I would probably upload would probably be cringy. And that's why I'm not uploading anything. Because I don't feel like I have anything to add. I don't feel like I'm going to do something that's different than anybody else that's already on it. I'll make a TikTok if I feel like I have a unique idea, but I have all these other things that I'm juggling that I don't even have time to like reply to people on Twitter, which I really still want to do, and I don't even have the time for that, so I'm not going to take on TikTok as well. But TikTok is such a bad rap. Just people are just trying to create. Like, let them create. Let them do what they want. They're not hurting anybody. Even if it's cringy, it's like, who cares? It's like people who are like, oh, kids Fortnite dance? It's like, of course they do. Shut up.
Siri, the disembodied voice from Apple, who is also apparently in the audience.
Siri?
Siri? Hey,
Are
Siri.
you there? Siri, stop listening into my watch conversations. Stop telling me to stand every hour, okay?
Siri's question is a pretty hard-hitting one.
Okay.
No
After the
games.
TikTok question.
No games or no YouTube? Which one?
Hannah, joking. I would rather. God, I don't know, because games have meant so much to me in my life, and that's the reason I started YouTube. But YouTube's such a good creative outlet. I think I'd rather know YouTube for me personally, because I still play games in my spare time. I play them before YouTube, I'll play them after YouTube. So I think that they're like a mainstay in my life, and I think that they've dictated a lot of who I am today, and a lot of the interests that I have creatively are because of that. I could find another outlet other than YouTube to still create things. It doesn't have to be on YouTube. If YouTube went belly up in the morning, I'd probably just find somewhere else to go. TikTok! That's when we go to TikTok. So yeah, I'd probably go without YouTube. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love YouTube. It's why we're here today in this room talking to each other. But video games mean a lot to me, so I wouldn't want to go without them.
And we'll make this the last one, because I think we have to get off stage. But Matt has a question, which is...
Matt?
Where's Matt? Matt, there you go. So Matt is reminding you that you're really old now. Matt has said that you've hit a landmark birthday recently.
I have. I'm 30 now.
So how...
Thank you. Who else is 30 plus in this room?
Boomers!
We're not actual boomers, it's just fun to say that and have everyone be like, technically a boomer is actually... I'm like, yes.
So how does it feel being 30? And I think probably more importantly, what do you want to do with the next 30 years?
God. I don't know, being 30 so far has been awesome. I don't know if it's because I wanted to get to that mentality by 30, or it does happen naturally for so many people at that age. But it's that thing now where I feel like I'm kind of really getting to know who I am. I'm able to say no to more people. You kind of need to be a little selfish with your time sometimes and not give over yourself to everybody all the time. And that's the type of person I was. If people wanted to hang out, I was afraid of saying no in case they wouldn't ask me again. And that type of mentality is shifting. Is a lot of the kind of trivial stuff that was going on in my life that really bogged me down is all starting to kind of fade away, and the really important stuff is starting to rise to the top. And I'm just learning as I go what is important in my life, what I want to bring forward, what I want to leave in my 20s, and what I want to learn as I go forward. So hopefully the next 30 years are spent learning more of that. Hopefully the next decade, part of like, we just came out of a decade. We just came out of like we're going into 2020 now, the next decade is starting off, and for me, my birthday's 1990, so the decade's like aligned sort of with every decade of my life. And I think both of those happening at the same time, I didn't want to waste my time anymore. I mean, of course you're still going to waste some of your time, that's just human to do that. But I want to make sure that my time is better spent doing the things that I want to do. I'm not sitting down making sure like, oh, I need to hit a video every single day now, and really getting worked up about that. I mean, I missed yesterday's upload because I uploaded the funniest home videos and somebody claimed it, and then I tried to remove the claim and YouTube's system didn't work, and then it didn't go up on time. So I was like, but it's that thing where I'm like, just wait till tomorrow. It's not like it has to come out today. And that type of stuff is really important to me now, to kind of like parse that part of my life and make sure that my work-life balance is more in order. So I think I'm in a really good place mentally for the next 10 years, and I hope that that kind of is an upward trend, because it was the same in the Kevin Hart and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson interview I did. It's so weird mentioning these things because it always sounds like I'm kind of bragging. That's why I like play into it so much. But they had a really good piece of advice in that, which is they said it was when they hit 40 that they really knew who they were, and then life really started to begin. And as someone who was going into my 30s, who had heard that that's when it began, it's just so interesting to see that each decade you just start to learn more of who you are. And that's why everyone's like, life begins at 30, life begins at 40, 40's the new 30, and things like that. So it's just, anybody who's in their 30s, do you feel the same way, that it's like you kind of know who you are and you're kind of getting to that point where like you just really want to figure out what's going on in life rather than worrying about all the stuff that was going on in your 20s? If you're in your 20s, it's fine, worry about it. That's what the 20s are for. Just make sure that by the end of it, you're on that path to like do things a little selfishly, learn who you are, do the things that you want to do, because you don't want the next 10 years of your life after your 20s to still be worrying about things. Like, enjoy your life. You should be able to enjoy yourself and love yourself and really just have fun with life, I think.
I think that's probably a pretty good bit of sentiment and advice to end it on.
Yeah.
Please can we give it up for Jacksepticeye?
Thank you guys so much for turning up. It's so good to be in the UK for a convention and see all of your beautiful faces and see accents that I'm very familiar with. But thanks for showing up for the panel, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day at VidCon. Thanks, guys.
Corner of VidCon this afternoon on a Sunday. It's so lovely to see you all here. I'm
I can go and be somewhere else for that.
I'm glad that you like that place. Visit more.
What about you, Rebecca?
For me, it's the car, because I actually have an office that I keep just to kind of help separate that creative space from, home, which I think is very, very healthy. But I have like a 10-15 minute drive on very easy to drive roads, so I will just have my phone going on record, and I'll just start talking about whatever project I'm working on, or what the next project's going to be. And I find there's hours and hours and hours of me just talking on my phone, and so often you can kind of hear that aha moment come as I'm just talking to myself in my car as I'm driving. So I don't know what it is about just this moment of solitude where you have nothing to do but just go down the road, and it just kind of gets my creative juices flowing. And it's really nice to have the technology to have just a instantaneous voice recorder these days.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting as well, because it's just
there's going to be like a visual idea that I have in my head that I just can't get right on paper, and sometimes it takes walking away from your canvas and giving yourself your mind time to reset, and when you come back to that canvas, suddenly, oh, that's what's wrong with this idea, and then it just comes to you instantaneously. So sometimes just letting your brain reset and not fixate on the idea and getting it right and getting it perfect, it's really, really helpful. But I have been in situations where yes, sometimes you do force it. Sometimes time constraint and limitations, it's necessary, and you just get to work, put your head down, and just get in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything better to say other than you guys put it right, that take yourself away from the work to do something else. And I guess my only anecdotal thing that is a weird reoccurrence for me is that whenever we're sitting down and we're writing, we're doing some work, and we're stuck, we're at a crossroads, and I've been working collaboratively with people. This is gonna sound weird, maybe gross, I don't know. I go to the bathroom, right? I drink a lot of water, so I go to the bathroom, and when I come back, I'm always like, guys, I've got an idea. I had a bathroom idea. I don't know why it's always the bathroom.
Honestly, I've had similar things as well, where I've taken myself, when me and Dean are writing, and I'll go up to the bathroom, and then for some reason, just because you're right, I'll come back down and I'll go I've thought about something.
Yeah.
It might not be eureka, but it'll certainly be a different.
Yeah.
I think it's because you're literally taking yourself out of the space for a second to do something else. I don't think it's anything to do with piss, right?
Probably not.
But I was about to jump on that train and say, yeah, that happens to me too.
Oh, thank you.
Give it up for piss.
Can you get 4 for 4 here?
I love to wait.
Amazing. So we are going to come to the audience for questions in a moment, so have a little think if you've got any questions for the guys.
Because you're not going to sit there and say, this is a rubbish idea. Well, are you even trying? You don't say it that way. You say, well, I think this is a solid idea, but I think we could, add this, and improve it this way. So it's just, it's part of the gimmick. You try not to take it too personally, and you also learn how to give constructive criticism, so therefore you can better receive constructive criticism.
That's brilliant. Anybody else feel about taking feedback?
I really like those conversations.
Let's use all that.
I can't floss or anything, so no, I'm not gonna do that. That's corny, but thank you, VidCon. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. What did you lot think? Was that okay? For a first-time performance, right? Catchy hook, innit? Does anyone remember it though? Okay, wait. This is either gonna go very well or very badly, so let me start you off and I'll see if you can finish. Oh gosh, here we go, okay. 100 missed calls in my... Damn, okay, wait. 100 missed calls in my... You guys have my back. It's alright though, but thank you for sharing that moment with me. But it's not all about me. So we're gonna talk about who's coming up next. Next up, you guys know him from his time-traveling covers of Ariana Grande, for his exciting new original music. He's also currently on a global tour. Please make some noise for Blanks.
stars wondering if it all makes